Okay, this is a fire sim. Let us practice doing size up and initial radio reports. So you've been dispatched to 10 Wilson Avenue for a structure fire. You're the first arriving engine and this is what you encounter. So I want you to give your initial radio report. When you're ready to do that, you'll just pause the video, give your radio report, and then resume the video once you've done that. So you're ready? Pause the video. Okay, so you did your initial radio report. Did you clear with alarm first before you began your message? Clearing with alarm first does two things. It alerts alarm that you are sending them a message, so they're getting ready to receive it, write down the information. And it also makes sure that you're on the correct TAC channel. You wouldn't want to just had your message go to nobody. So 765, engine 1. Next, did you describe the building? Engine 1's on scene, large 2-story single-family home. To describe what you've got. Working fire on the second floor. Did you state what actions you were going to take? Engine 1 stretching an attack line to the second floor for search, rescue, and fire control. Did you state the strategy? This is an offensive strategy. Did you name and assume command? Engine 1 is Wilson Command. Putting it all together would sound like this. 765, engine 1. Engine 1's on scene, large 2-story single-family home. We have a working fire on the second floor. Engine 1 is stretching an attack line to the second floor for search, rescue, and fire control. This is an offensive strategy. Engine 1 is Wilson Command. So what's next? You just gear up, kick the door in, go upstairs and attack the fire? Or are there some other things that need to be done? You should do a 360. Go around the entire structure, see what's going on the other side. Maybe you've got a victim on a second floor window at the rear. So now instead of taking that hose line in, you're going to be taking a ladder around to the back. The initial arriving officer has time to do this. His crew's stretching the line and charging the line. You've got some time to get that done while they're busy with that. You've also got incoming units. Are you just going to let them self-assign, or are you going to assign them to tasks that you want done right now? Maybe you want the next engine in to catch a hydrant, bring that into your engine. Then maybe you want to have them take an attack line off and go get primary search done on the first floor. Or did you notice all that smoke coming from the eaves? Maybe the attic's involved. Maybe you want them to check for fire extension into the attic. You have a truck crew coming in. Maybe you want them to set up positive pressure. So your follow-up radio report would sound like this. 765, Wilson Command. 360 is complete. Engine 1 will be accountability on the alpha side. Engine 3, Wilson Command. Engine 3, I need you to catch a hydrant for me and bring it into Engine 1. Then I want you to take an attack line off of Engine 1 and check for any fire extension into the attic. Truck 9, Wilson Command. Truck 9, I want you to set your positive pressure up at the front door. Don't start it. Wait for my order before you begin ventilation. So there, now you've got the scene organized, and it makes for a smooth transfer when the platoon chief or district chief arrives on scene. Everybody knows what's going on. Everybody knows what's jobs are being done. and everybody knows where all your personnel are headed. Okay, same structure, but it's fully involved. It's a lot different looking than the first one. So, same drill. Get ready to do your initial radio report. Press pause. When you've done your report, resume the video. Okay, so how did you do? Did your radio report sound something like this? 765, engine 1. Engine 1's on scene, large 2-story single family home. We have a fully involved structure fire. Engine 1 is stretching a 2.5-inch line for exterior fire attack. This is a defensive strategy. Engine 1's Wilson command. So what are the changes here? Strategy is the big one. I made this so it was obvious to everybody that it was going to be a defensive fire. You've got smoke and flame coming from almost every part of this building. You're not sending any personnel in here. So you've got to set up for a defensive attack. So we're using a 2.5-inch line. Big fire needs big water. Smaller hand lines are not going to get the job done on this one. So you've got to flow a lot of water. So now what? You're just going to set up outside, sit on the 2.5 and pour water on this? Or again, is there things that you need to get done as that initial arriving incident commander? Yeah, that's right. You've got some things you've got to get done. You still need to get your 360 done. You still need to get around to the back of that building. You've got to see what's going on back there. Maybe you've got a victim at the second floor window that needs immediate rescue. Maybe you've got a victim that made it out the back door and is suffering from burns and smoke inhalation. Standing at the front yard watching the structure burn and not doing the 360 may lead to a nasty surprise later on in the event when somebody does make their way around the back and finds somebody laying there in the backyard. So get the 360 done. 765 Wilson command. 360 is complete. Engine 1 is accountability out on the Alpha side. You've got incoming units. Are you going to task them with anything? What about utilities? Maybe you want to get Union Gas and Hydro on this as quick as possible and get the gas and hydro shut down to this structure. So don't wait for somebody else to show up 5 minutes later to get that done. Get it done now. Other tasks is, again, you're flowing big water. You need a water supply. So you're going to task the next incoming engine to catch you a hydrant. Then maybe you're going to assign them to get another 2.5-inch line and attack the fire from another side of this building. You've got a truck coming in. Maybe you're going to have them establish their own water source, set up the aerial, and get ready to flow the aerial on this. I wanted you to see the obvious difference between the offensive and the defensive just to simplify this. I wanted you to get comfortable with doing the initial radio report, setting the stage for what's going to follow. If you get that all set, everything else should flow really smoothly at both of these scenes, whether it's the offensive or the defensive strategy that you're in. A lot of the confusion should be gone. People aren't going to be running around in chaos if you've got them assigned and tasked to something. They're going to be focusing in on their task and getting the job done and working for you. So it's important that you take command of this right at the beginning and get the job done.